Good morning, Level Up Tribe. It has been a minute since I have been on, so happy Thursday to you all. It is pre-Friday. Hang in there. We are almost to the weekend. I know that some of us actually work during the traditional weekend days, so for those of you who have to work over the weekend, I'm really sorry because I need to collapse at some point this weekend. I have been uh, racing for a couple of weeks now between travel and local conference, but still travel because I stayed in the city. So I stayed downtown in Chicago, where the conference was taking place for 3 days, and that is 3 days of meetings and networking is draining. Um, I need to, like, recharge my battery a bit, so awesome. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's take care of a couple of things, by going into the chat and saying hi, but before I do that, I have to say thank you because I got 2 fabulous gifts, or 2 packages, I should say, from Eddie Lugo Studios. Let me open this without getting this everywhere. Oh, I'm trying to get it out without having the sound going. And this is, first of all, a fantastic Eddie Lugo Studios mug that on the other side says coffee ruling mornings since day one. So I appreciate this so much. I will add this to my collection of mugs and certainly get some use out of it, both for coffee and tea. And he also sent Eddie Lugo Studio t-shirts for Chef Todd and I, which I so appreciate because I can always use a new t-shirt. And then if that weren't enough, an amazing package of all kinds of goodies, of coasters and stickers and pens and all kinds of goodies showed up. So I have all kinds of fabulous swag thanks to Mr. Eddie Lugo. Thank you so much, Eddie. I appreciate the gifts. It's always fun to get like unexpected gifts. And I so appreciate the swag. I really do. Let me go ahead and let me say hi to everybody in the chat who came in. We had some early attendees today. So first one in is Mr. John Gaylor, mod extraordinaire. How are you today, John? Thank you so much for coming in. Second one in is a big whoop whoop and a good morning from Mr. Scotty J, who is getting really close to his cruise, and I know is getting close to going out of New Orleans, which love that city. So much fun. Glad you're getting to go ahead of time because that is a fun city to hang out in. And then Travel Cake Trips, Kathy and Bryant are here. Thank you so much. Hope you are having a fantastic day too. And Kathy is saying hello to everyone in the chat. We've got a yoop from Danny. So good morning to you, Danny. Thank you so much for coming in, sweetie. And Scott from Controversial Cruising is telling us the CME Abroad raid. And I did get the distinction at the end of their show where it was almost CME Broad raid, which I was like, okay, is somebody declaring themselves the CME Broad? That was amusing to me. It takes very little to amuse me, which is a good thing. So PK Adventure Travels, Ryan Scott coming in saying good morning. So good that you are here. It is level up time. So great for everyone joining today. And Kathy Mills saying good morning. Thank you for being here. John doing his absolute best to drive traffic to my social media channels. I appreciate that so much. And Denise also coming in from CME. Hearts to you, Denise. Thank you so much for being here. And here we go. TNT Adventures to Sea. So Tom and Terry are saying, good morning, all. Sorry, CME, for missing your show. How dare you? How dare you have a life and not watch every single YouTube show out there, Tom? That is a nerve, sir. Lori saying good morning and happy Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve to you too. It has been a long week. My conference started on Sunday morning. So from a work week perspective, I've kind of already done, today is day 5. So I'm pretty well done. Even though my work week is not done until tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have to hang in there, see how tomorrow goes. Laura joining us. Thanks so much for coming in, sweetie. Good morning to you. And Law Jones on the CME raid. Not fancy. So thank you, Law, for going with the pure CME raid hashtag. I appreciate that. It appears that Nightbot is working this morning. So if you'd like to drop a link to your YouTube channel, please put in hashtag tribe, TRIBE, and Nightbot will drop a link. There are other hashtags to drop. We're not going to go through the whole list because it is a long list of hashtags. But if you've been around here a minute, you will know what some of those are. I will have to revisit those on a day where I've actually got some additional time, like on a Sunday. So awesome that, here we go. Tom is saying, I do my regular job, and for the next 5 nights, we're pouring beer at the Cougar Ballpark. 5 nights in a row? That is a stretch, Tom, to be doing that. Good luck with that. I give you a lot of credit for doing the double duty there, because that's tough to deal with. So Vicky from Foodie's Vacation is joining us. Hello to you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. And yes, here we go. Yes, Jen, I need your address. Okay, Denise, I will happily send it to you. I actually received something that I don't know who it is from. I received a gift that has no return information other than the address, and I need to do some investigating. So it is kind of a mystery right now. So awesome that you folks are saying good morning to each other. I love the interaction in the chat. And CME Traveling is joining us. So good morning, Marcia, saying hello. Kurt and I are headed to work, but just wanted to say hi. Thank you so much for coming in. Great show today. I appreciate your question. And I am one of those people who pays attention to the warnings that are being issued by the State Department for travel advisories. And I have made the decision not to get off in certain ports because of that. So that was an awesome topic today. So great that you guys are here. And Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate you coming in. And everybody, Tom is saying, wow, not my address, Denise. Well, okay, she's being sneaky here, Tom. She actually wants to send it to you, but she wants it to be a surprise. So she's going to ship it to me. And then when I get to see you, I will have to hand deliver the gift. So she's being stealthy. I think that's what's going on here. I'm not sure. I'll let her chime in. So everybody is saying hey to each other. And Tom also says 28 days before the Luminosa Alaska cruise. Less than 30 days is KMA territory in my book. So only 4 weeks to go. That is so exciting. I think that this is a great time to go. I got to go to Alaska the one and only time I've been, but I got to go at the end of February, beginning of September, and we had absolutely wonderful weather. We had very little rain. It was like in the upper 40s to mid 50s the entire trip. So, as someone from the Midwest of the United States, it was a very comfortable temperature for me. I was like in leggings and a hoodie the whole time, basically. My family from Arizona were in parkas, but I was very comfortable the whole time. So, enjoy your trip. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see footage if you decide to film stuff. So, happy Thursday to you too, Chet. I hope you and Robin and Sensei Wabbit are doing well. And this is exactly how you drop your link is what Tom has done here. Hashtag tribe, TRIBE. And Nightbot will thank you for joining us and share out your link. So excellent for that. And Cheryl is here with Cruising is Fun Anytime. Good morning to you, Cheryl. You and Scotty did a great show last night. It was so entertaining. I love how Jeremy is like the facilitator of what's happening between you. It's really fun to watch. So definitely enjoy that. And Captain Billy J Travels is here saying, ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Jolly Jenny from the block. The real captain is here and on a CME raid. So thank you for joining. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone. And holy cow, Vicky is shouting out to everybody. She looks like she has captured just about everybody in the world there. So fantastic that folks are saying hey. And I just want to make sure Kurt works. Yes, we know that. We know that is a thing. So Danny is still trying to wake up. I know that feeling, Danny. I got up. I did not sleep well last night. So I was at a conference Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Chef Todd is at a conference Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we got to see each other for one evening, and then he took off for the city for 3 days. So we have been kind of on different schedules this week, and I don't sleep as well as I normally do when Chef Todd is not here. So I did not get a great night's sleep last night. Mandy Smith is joining us. Good morning, Mandy, and happy sunshiny morning to you too. I love having the sun there. We've got cloudy-ish, but it looks like it's clearing up and going to be a decent day here. So Robin is still in Texas, so she will be home Saturday. I hope she is enjoying herself and that she is not melting down there because I know the temperatures have been kind of crazy. So, oh, Jen let the cat out of my bag. So I was right. Denise is being stealthy with Tom's gift. I was right. Holy cow. So, Danny says, is asking if Chef Todd and I are going to Helen in March. And I would have said yes, up until just a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if we're going to be able to, though, because we are going to be attending the August meetup, the HH4C Dockside Gathering in Michigan in August. And I don't know if we can do both road trips because they are long road trips for us from Chicago. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull off Helen. So let me give you a definite maybe on that, Danny. I'm not exactly sure. So here we go. Yola, we cruise for the ships, not really the ports. We may get off the ship or we might not. I agree with you. Am not usually cruising for the ports. It's usually the ship, the people who are going with, because I do love a group cruise and I do love cruising with friends, especially since Chef Todd is not the best cruiser. He just does not enjoy it as much. So I prefer to go with friends. Like I'm doing for the rock and roll tribute cruise. Shannon and I are going to be cabin mates for that. So I will get to travel with her for that. So that is fantastic. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I think we're 107 days away from that. So that's countdown is coming. And I will say though that next year the ABC's and U cruise in April. I am looking forward to the ports because I've never done a South Caribbean itinerary. So I've not been to the ABCs before. So in that case, I actually am looking forward to the ports. And I'd like to experience something in each of those ports. So that one is a little bit different. So 28 days until Captain Billy J is traveling on the Luminosa Alaska cruise too. Coincidence? I think not. I do not believe that is a coincidence. So, Denise, is it those undies with bone tired on the front for me? Now, you don't want to spoil the surprise, Tom. Come on. Oh my goodness. Paul joining us saying howdy, shoveling and listening. That does not sound fun at all. Shoveling. I mean, the listening part, great, but the shoveling part does not sound fun. And Denise says, Tom, it's supposed to be a secret, so we're not going to tell. So Danny says she'll be able to help mod for the cruiseathon next week. Just need to know the schedule and the link so she can help everyone out. Thank you so much for saying that, Danny. That actually is a perfect segue into my call out to people to help in some way for the All Hands on Deck Cruiseathon next weekend. It is running from 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, the 22nd, until 10 p.m. on Saturday, the 23rd. So it's 24 hours. That's it. We're going 24 hours straight through of broadcasting. So whether you tune in and support us that way, you share out some of the links to make sure that people are aware of the cruiseathon and they know that we are actually hosting a marathon of all different types of entertainment. And there's going to be something for everyone. I also am putting a plead out to the creators who are in the audience. If you have not already signed up to help with the cruiseathon, it is only because I have not had the opportunity to reach out to everyone yet, because of being at this conference. So please, if you are able to come on for 45 minutes or an hour, or if you're able to pre-record something that we can play during the All Hands on Deck Cruiseathon, we would appreciate it so, so much. Please just reach out to me via the HH4C website, or you can email me through my link on the YouTube page, send me a note in Messenger, however you want to get a hold of me, just please reach out. I appreciate it. So back to the underwear for Tom. Is it the one with the pouch? So excited. Oh my gosh. Such visuals. So Scotty J, you are welcome. Have the best cruise and an awesome time in NOLA. It is a great, great city and so much fun to be there. Okay, so Denise, if you get stickers, let me know because you're starting to put stickers on some empty tumblers you have. So we can all send ones to Danny so that way she can decorate some tumblers. Okay, couldn't find the ones with the pouch I could sublimate. You'll have to powder up. Oh, holy cow. Y'all are absolutely slaying me this morning. So, so funny. And Danny, yes, please send Denise your new address. And I need it as well. So there we go. So, Billy, are you on the same Luminosa? Okay. So here we go. Danny is going to send her address. So fantastic. I am totally laughing my ass off. It is so funny. I think so, Tom. Okay, no worries at all. Let's see what else we have. Next time I come to Chicago to see Big Bro and Sis, let's try to meet up if we can. Absolutely. I'd love to do a Chicago creator meetup with you, Danny, so that way you can meet all the folks who are based here in Chicago. So, by the way, the ball pouch ad makes me laugh out loud every time. How did they animate that? I know the ad, Denise, and it cracks me up too. So, if you do, Helen, we flew to Chattanooga and drove there. Okay, that's good to know, Tom, because I was looking at flights, but I was looking at flights to Atlanta. I didn't realize that Chattanooga was an option there. So, I will have to check that out. Thank you for the tip because honestly, I don't think that we can it's like an 11 and a half or 12-hour drive, and that's like twice as long of a drive as I can deal with anymore. I just can't do the long road trips anymore. I'd much rather fly. So, if it's if it's 5 or 6 hours, then I'll drive it. Because just with the amount of time you have to spend at the airport has gotten absolutely ridiculous. So Vicky says we have that in common. So your husband prefers land-based vacation too. So you're starting to do group cruises. That's what I have been doing is it's so much fun. It gives me an instant camaraderie with people. And I've been lucky that friends have been willing to go with me. So it's awesome. So I agree that the ABCs is going to be lit. That is going to be fantastic. Let's see. You are skipping Helen voted for the drink package instead. I understand. It's all about choices, Denise. I get it. I see some crazy fun on the ABCs. I agree with that. Absolutely. And oh, good morning, Zach from Coker Culture. He is working and lurking. The kids are testing in your room. Okay. So you are already physically there at work doing your thing. Well, good luck with that. And I get that it is time to be back to work. So Captain Billy J says that he hasn't been to the ABCs before either. So you have been on the Horizon, which I've heard good things about the Horizon. And it's funny because the Horizon is going to be my first Carnival ship. That's the first time I will be sailing with Carnival. So that's interesting from that perspective. And Deb asks, the Pug Mama Quilter is here. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining today. So I'll have to find a casino land-based land cruise to entice my hubby. I get that, Lori. Everybody's got their stuff. So it was funny because when we were in Michigan a couple of weeks ago, checking out the location for the Dockside Gathering, I did not realize that they had 2 championship golf courses at this location. So my husband did not bring his golf clubs, and let me just tell you, Chef Todd was bummed out that he did not have his clubs. So he is definitely going to be bringing his clubs with next year when we're there for the dockside gathering. So folks saying good morning to each other, and no problem may or may not be up probably at 2 to 6 a.m. I got that. We're going to get help from the folks down under for those late night US times too. So your January 27 cruise is Southern Caribbean also. Very nice. Okay, so you're also looking forward to all new ports. 7 ports in all. That is so exciting, John. That is going to be such an amazing trip. So let's see, Angie with Whatever Floats Your Boat is here. Hey, Angie, thank you for joining. I appreciate you coming in. So thank you. Send me a messenger. I appreciate it, Cheryl. I want everyone's addresses. I love having the information. And now that I actually am looking at merch, it should be a thing. So let's see. Lori had asked Zach how he's feeling. You're still pretty wiped, hoping to get caught up on rest this weekend. That's how I'm feeling right now, Zach. So I get what you're saying. So hope you feel better. Okay. I don't even want to go back there. And Eddie, yo, thank you so much for coming in, my friend. So much has happened, and appreciate you being here. I am getting to the end of my time here because I am going to have to sign off. I've got work commitments coming up. So here we go. If you dress Mardi Gras style from Jesters to Elegant with masks. Oh yeah, for the pub crawl, absolutely. I love that idea. So absolutely. So watch full face mask on cruise. They have been known to confiscate them. That's good to know, Lori. I was actually looking at just the eye mask. So I don't really like a full face mask. I'm not a fan. I don't tend to breathe really well in those things. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that. So before I sign off, I was going to talk about celebrating seasoning today because the conference that I was at was talking about seasoned employees. So instead of saying older employees, they use the term seasoned employees. So I thought that was absolutely amazing. And that was something that I kind of latched onto. So I may write a blog post about that since we didn't really have a chance to talk about it today. But we do still have time to draw a card from the deck of affirmations for a badass. So make sure that you tune in on Thursdays to see which affirmation we are going to pull today. So here is the card. It says now you are going to win because quitting isn't an option. That is a great affirmation for all of us to take forward. Enjoy your day. Celebrate your season, whatever that is. I appreciate all of you being here and thank you so much. I love this. Denise is just calling herself an old fart. So there we go. And amen. Quitting is not an option. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Hearts to everyone. Mwah. Love you all and stay weird, people. Oh, Tom's declaring older fart. So it's not a contest. Every level is to be celebrated, people. Have a wonderful day and stay weird. Love you.